Do the normal advertising. A conversation going on. Okay, I think that's advertising. There it is. So until I get something different there. This one. Oh, what? Wait, what? Oh. Okay. Just to make sure that I am in fact live, which it does look like I am. Thank you for the sub. Oh god, 6 months? Oh, yeah, I've been an affiliate for 6 months, I guess then.
Oh jeez, where has the time gone?
Very fast. Oh. I feel that with this, you know, I'm going to change the track because even though this track is good, I don't think that's very good foreboding. Okay, but anyway, that's enough. We can start. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so for this one, hello. We are going to be doing a sort of special episode this time. We are going to be taking a look at kind of the history of bullet hell shmups, and since they've popped up enough in the past that it kind of warrants taking a look at them. So yeah, I figured we'd actually, you know, take a little look to see where it kind of started. And it's not 100% like official, like, oh, hey, this is exactly where the franchise or the whole subgenre started, but it's pretty much a good. It's generally agreed that this is, if not the first, then one of the first. So this is a game by the company Touhou, which I don't think they did a lot of shmups, and we've only taken a look. Their most famous game is probably Zero Wing, solely because of the whole translation thing. But it's a pretty decent shmup, but they definitely did other stuff. And they were never like really super famous, as you probably never really heard of a whole lot of their stuff, or at least none of their stuff really got huge. But they lasted a long time because they were from, like, I think they started like in 84. And in 94, they filed for bankruptcy. And their last game was a bit of a doozy, and it's the one we're going to take a look at. Once I take a drink. Did Retro seriously just crash? I hope that really I hope it's just taking its sweet time to load.
Oh, hey, we beat the boss, I think, because now
Oh! Yes, we did. Oh, good.
Bear's the new target.
Oh, good. That means that I will be streaming Castlevania The Holy Relics. Okay. Okay, something is... Okay, there we go. Okay. Here we go. For some reason, this game only comes up in the Korean region, but I don't think that makes a difference. This game had a worldwide release, I believe? This is Batsugun.
Okay.
So if I remember correctly, Batsugun is a game that, I believe the name of it translates into something like, I don't think it's like beautiful, but it translates into a phrase in Japanese. Tau Planet had two other games. That were came out in the U.S. the Western regions as Truxton, but in Japan they were called Tetsujin, which is basically the word expert. But yeah, let's go ahead and start so we don't lose our hearing. You have a choice of 3 different people, and actually the people depend upon which side you're playing as. We're gonna play as Veltiana.
Yes, give us the lightning.
Okay. So what's nice with her is that basically you just hold down the button and she has this lightning thing. So yeah, if you take a look at the meter at the bottom where it says level 1, and you kind of see how the little numbers pop up every time I kill, or at least when I kill a majority of things, that is actually an EXP meter.
Oh, okay.
And I believe it is every 288 points you get a level up. Also, the first boss is deep purple.
Perfect.
Also, something is not quite right with something, because it is...
The audio?
Yeah, something seems like it's cutting a little bit. Let me actually see it.
Is it possible that audio could be so offensive to the ears that the audio bitrate messes up?
No, I think if this is... Okay, we'll have to see. So I got my new capture card, and I think that because I had it on there, that it might have been using more memory than it needed to. Okay, it's still doing it a little bit, but not as much. But yeah, now we can definitely see. This is definitely where the bullet hell part comes in.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting I actually have bombs. Bomb action is like a normal bomb.
That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, well... Yeah, well, also to think, this is a 94 game, so this is like right when that kind of vertical shooter having a standard one attack and then a bomb was still actually being developed. Like, the concept of bomb in a shooter itself wasn't used a whole lot at this point.
Okay.
I really hate when it throws you into the FK channel, but it still plays audio from this room.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Really fucks me up. I was wondering why nobody could hear me.
I mean, it looked like you were still in here.
Yeah, it did.
I wasn't AFK.
Huh. Also, this music isn't that great.
You can hear the music over there.
It doesn't help that the fucking instruments are super tinny.
Yeah, that too. It sounds like your laser beam.
Like, it's a good-looking game, but that seems to be all it's got going for it.
Yeah, it is very much a proto. And this is at the point, actually, that the term bullet hell really didn't come into vogue. Probably not until the 2000s, at least. At least from what I remember of hearing about this kind of thing. These were always referred to as manic shooters. At least until the term bullet hell showed, or like, came around.
I don't know how the term bullet hell came to be.
Manic shooter sounds like it would be a bit better than bullet hell.
Kinda. I think at some point that there is like a very arbitrary difference between the two. Like, manic shooters, I believe, are like more akin to standard shooters that just have a lot of bullets. Think of Crimson and Clover compared to like Battle Garriga.
Okay, so manic shooter is just a lot of bullets, and bullet hells are a lot of bullets but in patterns.
Yes, I believe that would be a good. Because, like, if you think about it, then
bullet hells are very structured.
If you remember Rekka, Rekka is basically a good idea or a good demonstration of a manic shooter compared to like a bullet hell.
This game's kind of a dick.
Yeah, kinda. Also, this was in that weird period where games were just like this. I think this got ported to Saturn.
That's the giant plus 100 looks terrible.
Yeah.
Also, that is unreadable.
Yeah.
No, it's a pretty game, except the sprite flickering drives me insane. Like the flickering is mad.
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of.
The music sounds like it could be good.
The instruments are bad. That is the issue I'm hearing.
But from here, it just sounds like the drum on it just going. Like, Tailplane, like, their music was okay, but it was never great. Like, Zero Wing had decent music, it was just not great.
Not right, but not amazing.
Yes. You know, I think we've actually seen enough of this to at least see, hey, this is where kind of bullet hells kind of started. And to kind of and give a good send-off to a company that definitely put effort in their stuff. It didn't really. Also, it's 93. Excuse me, not 94. Yeah, put some effort into it, but not like. Unfortunately, that never really accounted for anything. So. Oop. Yeah. Okay. I'd say it's probably in the middle, at least. And also, hold on, let me check something, because it just seems like everything's acting a little bit sluggish. Oh, my CPU is being used 100%. That's probably why.
That's weird. Why is that happening?
Look. Oh, Plex, are you running something? Okay, what did you put? What's weird, it's saying like it's 30%, it's using 30% of my CPU, but it's only, or is it doing it 3 times? Let me close out all my Chrome windows. That's hello, Sosagomi. That help? Ah, it was Chrome that was eating some CPU apparently. Okay. Anyway. Let's take a look kind of in the middle. Gradius 2 for the MSX and Oridyne.
Yeah, that seems about fair.
Mm,
Not bad, but nothing super spectacular.
Maybe put it above Gradius 2 for the MSX. Because at least I mean, for all the problems with that game, at least it scrolled properly.
Well, I have to leave. Apparently, we are starting D&D early this week. Hooray.
All right, see you.
rip and piss.
Anyway. Okay, so that's Batsugun. This is episode 35. That was definitely a Hori shooter. Or no, that's a vert shooter. Not a very shooter. That was developed by Touplan. Published by Touplan. For the arcade. 1993. So, and I don't think that really, there's no Pantheon kind of worthy thing.
There's nothing that really stuck out about it.
So, so here I'll kind of at least explain that just to continue the whole Touplan thing. So, Touplan filed for bankruptcy in 94. So right after Batsugun was developed. Touplan wouldn't be quite so important to the history of bullet hell if it weren't for the fact that it spawned 4 companies. Which we'll actually be taking a look at. Well, 3 of the 4 companies. 1 of the 4 we definitely have enough footage of their games. That one is Rising. Because basically, Rising was founded by a whole bunch of ex-Compile Compile developers. But once Touplan kind of folded, a bunch of Touplan developers went over to Rising. And to kind of do this in order of order of release. The other big one that kind of came from them was Cave. So, yeah, kind of a big name in the bullet hell scene. And we've actually already taken a look at the first game they developed. A while ago, we took a look at DoDonPachi, which is kind of similar to Batsugun a little bit, but a little bit more fleshed out and a bit more fun to play. So we're going to take a look at a game by one of the other companies that spawned out of the fall of Touplan. As long as it'd be great if I hit the right buttons to do so. Oop, what's going on here? Okay. Here we go. So one of the other companies that came out of the Def Touplan was a company by the name of Gazelle. They developed this.
Blows your socks off.
Yeah, this is Air Gallet, or Garrett. And it indeed blows our socks off. Also, it was published by Bon Presto.
I heard you had a special alert.
Thank you. Yeah, so Gazelle made a grand total of 2 games. One being this, and the other being a Sailor Moon beat 'em up.
Well then.
Yeah.
Air Garrett blows your socks off.
Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Now this isn't really going to show off because I actually took a look to see like who actually went from Tau Plant to Gazelle, and it looks like a lot of people who made like the people who made Zero Wing went over there. Some of the people who made like other of their games like Hellfire and Tiger Heli. It's not like quite so much the people that are involved in Gazelle or in Batsugun, but this can get a little bit of Bullet Heli. So it, again, kind of like Batsugun, is a vertical shooter where you have a standard weapon and a bomb. You can kind of, we'll kind of be seeing the fact, or why they only ended up making 2 games. Also, this auto fire seems really weird. Because it's one of those where you tap the button instead of hold down the button in order to get full auto. But it doesn't seem like it's working in like a way that you'd kind of hope.
Yeah, this is the sprite works nice.
The sprite works nice, and also we're definitely not going to beat this because this game, spoiler warning, is kind of boring. But there's one graphical effect during a boss fight that I kind of want to see what you guys think of it. Also, and here's a bomb. It depends upon. It's based on what weapon you have. I mean, I did have a special alert for the weed number. You saw it. It's the Horn of Gondor. And yeah, there's no different ships or anything. It's just the standard ship.
Why are we fighting a rocket ship?
I don't know.
Why is this rocket ship outfitted with so many weapons?
I don't know.
It's a weapon. It's
Also, that bomb reminds me of the bomb from Raiden. Also, the boss is almost dead again.
Oh jeez.
How did this happen? Who let this happen?
Kugelschnaps donated the weed number of bits.
Nah, see, I can't get bits, so I can't be helpful.
Because yes, I do in fact have a special variation of the alert if you donate one of the two stupid numbers.
Somebody please donate 69, I need to hear this.
I'll give you a hint, it's the exact same as the 421.
Not the hey, we're all gonna get laid.
No, that's for a subscription, actually. Or no, the hey everyone, we're gonna get laid is the any number but 420 and 69.
Yeah, this is really just kind of uninspired.
Yeah, it's really not great.
Yeah.
You will not be surprised to hear that this did not get ported to anything.
Like, even this weapon's really just boring.
Yeah, even like all the weapons are just variations of this. Like even the laser, it used the same sprite. It's just blue and it shoots a line of them.
That's dumb and terrible.
I'm the boss.
Oh, nope, not quite.
Sucks to suck.
So wait, does the person who killed the boss become the boss, or?
Yes, that is how it works.
I mean, if you try a little bit harder, you can become the boss.
Yes, please give me more money.
Holla holla get dollar.
Also, here's the effect that I was talking about.
I have questions.
No, wait for it. It hadn't shown up yet. It's right here.
Ah!
You ever seen perspective in a sprite-based kind of thing?
Oh god, that's awful. It looks
Make it
terrible.
stop.
God, that is uncomfortable to look at.
Like, yeah, I was just like, when I did that thing in testing, it was just moving back and forth. There you go. You have now got the boss, and now I have to do 2 special stream games, one of which I haven't even thought of yet. Okay, yeah, that is enough. We have seen enough of Air Gallet.
So I'm guessing this puts it like low of the middle.
Let's see. Let me take a look at the, like.
The problem is it works, but my god, is it boring.
Yeah, I'd rather play view, like, it is going low. If it's anything, the highest it's getting is low yellow. Man, I'd almost rather play Blast Off than this. I'd actually rather play Z. Yeah, I think it's going low in the orange. But where in the orange? I think it might be top orange. Like 166. Because it's better than Thunder Force AC, or Thunder Force, yeah. It's better than Thunder Force AC because it's at least, you know, you're not dying, well, you are dying every 2 seconds, but it doesn't feel quite so bad. It just feels bland. But it feels bland.
Mm-hmm. Which is one of the worst sins a game could commit, is just being boring.
That's how it, whatever that. That's how it's going to be.
Hey,
35.
everybody, we're all gonna get laid.
More games you have to do, you say?
Yes, thank you. Oh, good. Now you're the boss. Thank you, Redux. Now I have to do 3 games.
Jesus. Fuck, you people. The fuck is wrong with you people?
I don't know. Oh, that was technically published by Bomb Presto, you know, the sign of a good game.
Ugh.
God, I forgot. I think that was it. I'm just going to call it 96. That came out the same year as Battle Garaga, by the way.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. So, next game. The 4th company that came out of the Death of Tau Plan was a game, or a company by the name of they call themselves the, I think that's the Takumi Corporation.
I hate the name.
Yeah, that's not a great name.
They just sound like something out of a shitty cyberpunk novel.
It is a very Japanese name. And it's published by Capcom, but it's developed by Takumi. Yeah, I think actually Rafferty puts a good point that we should probably take a look at the Pantheon to see if the tower belongs there. And yes, this is Giga Wing.
Well, it's already winning me over in style.
Yes, this is a 1990. This is a 1999. So here I'm not gonna spoil it quite yet, so you'll see it in the tutorial. So this is this is one of the weird vertical shooters that is not in a like its standard arcade form. It's like in a normal like 4x3 thing. So we have four planes we can pick from. We got Raijin, powered by Sunsuke. Wider Stand piloted by Stuck. Porch Cud piloted by Isha. And Carmine that's piloted by Ruby.
Let's go, Carmine.
Okay.
Yeah, Carmine.
Okay, so I'm gonna let the tutorial show. So this is very much a bullet hell, and there's a reason why it's a tap.
Oh god, that background is ugly.
Yeah, so Takumi's shmups have this gimmick to them. It's bullet hell, but you can reflect the bullets back at enemies. Also, you do have standard bump. So yes.
Also, that flickering is really obnoxious.
Yes, there's Ruby. She is a sky pirate.
A Skyrit.
So the good thing is it is a tap to get full, like to tap to get like the faster full auto, but you don't have to tap it really quickly. It's a very you don't have to tap it very fast at all. I mean, you can see in the bottom left, that is our meter that lets us know that we can use the reflect. And you'll see once I actually start to, once I get a chance to use that, it actually comes back faster than you'd think.
I do have to agree, the tapping, well, it's not bad for this game in particular, just probably get really annoying quickly.
It's not that bad. Because you just kind of get numb to it, because you're too busy dying to dodge stuff. Because, like, I already have the reflect barrier back. Also, there's a bit of a charge to the reflect barrier, so it's not quite a get out of jail free card. Like, you have to kind of be a little bit prepared for it. Your get out of jail free card is definitely your bomb. Also, I cannot see who is waving hello.
Chocolate Deluxe.
Hello, chocolate. Deluxe chocolate. I keep on using it like right when they stop shooting all the bullets. Also, we get a little bit of story with each boss. It's nothing really to write home about, but still. Up, damn. And also when you die, you pretty much will get... They're very nice about putting you back exactly where you were when you died, in terms of power.
That's good.
And your hitbox is very nice and small.
I do like that they put the timer scam right there, just so you can see it.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I don't really have a whole lot to say about this game.
It plays pretty good.
Yeah, no, it looks fun.
So this did actually get ported to the Dreamcast. I can't remember if it is one of those games that is really cheap or really expensive. It is one of the two. I have a feeling that it is the latter, though.
Yeah, it certainly feels like it.
Yeah, see, like, I had to prep the thing a little bit beforehand.
No, the signal was fine. It was just, yeah.
Oh, the reflect thing.
Yeah, that was it. Sorry, brain fart.
And yeah, so if I remember correctly, Takumi developed 2 other games, which I believe they made a sequel to this, and they made another game. Actually, the game that I'm more familiar of theirs with there's a game that they made called Mars Matrix that also was like very similar to this, except it does a lot of pre-rendered sprite stuff. And there's like even more bullets on screen, and it looks really weird.
Huh.
Also, you have like the things you pick up look a lot like chocolate for some reason.
Also, that pickup looks ridiculous.
Oh, the P?
Yeah, the giant rotating P. Also, this evil enemy, whatever they are, really likes ping.
Apparently.
At least it helps the bullets stay noticeable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like bullet visibility is not something that this game suffers from, which is really good. It would actually be kind of bad if it. Oh Jesus! Also, the nice thing is that while your bomb is, or while your barrier is recharging, your bomb does, or while you have a bomb out, your reflect thing does recharge. Those are good. Oh, good. My chat box is not, or chatbot is not, you know, giving me the chat. The very thing I need it for.
Don't see the issue.
God damn it, Percy.
Whoops, boss, I dropped your chat.
Can we make that into an error message? Please.
I mean, I would if it would, you know, actually give me an error message. And for some reason, this plane is something special. I don't know why. God damn it.
It's our rival.
If I remember correctly, because when I did a test run of this as playing as Isha, it seemed like that happened earlier in the plot, or in the game, I guess. Yeah, like just to say, show, or like just so you can kind of feel how rapidly you have to tap it. I'm basically kind of going tap, 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 tap. So you don't have to, like, you do not need to mash it. You just kind of have to refresh it, I guess, which is, I mean, I can still see being a little annoying, but it's not like Boogie Wings trying to get the lightning thing to go off.
I just woke up. What did I miss?
You have not missed, we have not gone to Touhou yet.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to the hashtag good shit.
We have done Batsugun, and we have done Air Garret.
I was wondering why you titled part of the stream Potato. I was wondering. I wasn't sure. But now I am.
I'm sorry, what's the name of the stream?
The pathway, if I remember correctly, it is the pathway that Bullet Hell is paved with dying breaths, blown off socks, and potatoes.
Yeah, it's accurate.
Yeah.
We have seen 2 of these things.
Yes.
Well,
Now you get to use your doctorate. Now, Loco.
Yeah. I mean, you could have also asked Borathian if he's awake. Do you have him?
I'm pretty sure he's here.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me open your chat as well. Just in case.
Look at this nerd opening the chat.
Yeah, right?
He wants to get his fun bucks so he can do things like invalidate shmups. And the two things that I have added, which are adding games to ROM pits and also forcing games to be played.
I mean, can I force you to play Elements?
Technically, since couldn't you run that in Dolphin?
I don't know if you can run Dolphin. I certainly can.
I mean, like
Anyway, shmups.
in theory, yes. Anyway, I think we've seen enough of Giga
Thank
Wing.
fuck. Look at that number.
Yes, Giga Wing is very much about its big numbers.
I'm assuming that also ends up being like, you know, your pay stub if you have beaten the game.
Yes. So yes. Oh, God. Okay, let me do this. Okay. So. Okay, so it's definitely better. It's a pretty decent game, even if it doesn't like it. Like, it might be a little boring to watch, but playing it's actually really good. Like, I remember what my color scheme is now. That's not the bad colors that I had before. Okay, so I would say it's definitely in the blue.
I would agree with that.
I came in too late.
Like, I would say that it's better than at least Crimson Clover.
Yeah, yeah, because
it does bullet hell better. Also, you can see the bullets. Also, you can take those bullets and shoot it back at the enemy.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
But yeah, is it better than SNES Gradius 3?
Nah.
In terms of keeping a standard frame rate, yeah.
I mean, yes, but that is due to reasons that I don't quite fully understand right now because it was working fine when I was testing it.
It might just be that OBS is interfering.
I think it is OBS because for some reason
Gradius 3 slowdown.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
But
it wasn't launched.
For the player?
It is, but still, it is a little jarring in certain spots.
Wow.
Akumi.
And it's not a detraction from the game. It's a gameplay feature.
Yes.
Sure.
It definitely helped. The slowdown definitely helped when I was playing through the arcade version of a Gradius 3 like a moron.
Yeah, that was not a good choice.
Yeah.
You brought that on yourself.
Yes. So yeah. Also, yes, as Rafferty mentioned earlier, the whole tower thing. Let's scroll to the bottom. Let's you back. Kind of back. Anyway. Is that tower worse than the stupid foreign language font thing from Death Smiles?
Yes.
yeah.
But is it? I don't think it's worse than not being able to see bullets, though.
No, it's not.
That is a heinous sin. I will forever love the biggest disappointment.
Yes. Indeed. Because guess what? That's not going to stop anytime soon. We have a good majority of caves. We have a good majority of caves output to go through. Speaking of which,
Oh no.
speaking of cave, that is in fact the next company that we need to take a look at.
Oh god.
So yeah, let's see how long I've been going. Yeah, we can probably take a look at this too. Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, we have already taken a look at DoDonPachi. So why don't we take a look at its sequel? Which is a little bit probably more well known.
This is awful.
Yes, it is. And it's the one that they have used for quite some time.
Why?
I don't know. Also, I probably should have done this before Giga Wing if I was going to do this in year's order. Whoops.
Oh well.
So yeah, God, it seems like Cave like always has their thing for like how their game kind of flows. Always the same. Yes, this is DoDonPachi. Yes, much like DoDonPachi, it was published by Atlas. One of the few games Atlas actually published in the arcade, and it is kind of similar to the original, but a little bit more refined.
The same, but different.
So kind of like Dangun Fever or Fever SOS, we have a choice of 3 different ships, which are basically whether or not you want to. Actually, it's kind of exactly like Fever SOS. So I'm actually going to pick this. And we have a choice whether or not we want to have shot type, which makes our shots twice as strong, or laser type, that when we are in the laser, makes it so that we are actually invulnerable to small enemies.
That means laser is basically instantly better, right?
Yes. It is basically, do you want more attack or do you want more defense?
And so it was foretold, the laser was chosen.
Okay, so this does have the whole tap thing to do auto fire, but you want to hold down for laser. So actually, very much like Fever SOS.
If you hadn't picked laser, would you still be able to laser?
I believe so.
No.
And yes, this very much has caves, at least at the time thing of basically it's like, oh, there's a whole bunch of screens, and then all of a sudden there will have this enemy that just shoots a whole bunch of them really fast.
I mean, bullets.
To be fair, about Atlas, they did publish the greatest game of all time.
Catherine?
Oh,
No.
Demon
Persona?
Souls.
Yes. Yes.
But Demon Souls only got published here by them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, From Software had a different publisher in Japan.
Also in Europe, didn't they?
don't know about
Yeah, because
Europe.
didn't it come out from NIS in Europe?
Yeah, you're right. It was NIS.
I think I recently saw a list and it actually had even more. But, yeah.
So yeah, as you see, when I have the laser out, it will actually destroy. It was shooting out missiles, and my laser was just cutting straight through it. Also, your bomb acts differently depending upon whether or not you're actually shooting the laser at the time.
That's
Okay, but y'all forget the most important game that Atlas has ever published, which is Snowboard Kids 2.
Oh, shit.
Actually, you mean
Right.
Snowboat Kids?
Your host of this stream, that was one of his favorite games growing up.
Yes, well, it was more the first one, but yes, Snowboard Kids is a really good game. Or at least I liked it as a kid. I have not played it in a
it still
while.
holds up. It's still pretty good.
At least when I saw Catsworth play it, it looked pretty fun.
Yeah, I played the hell out of it as a kid. It was great.
I think we only had one. I don't think
We only had
I think
one.
2 is
Somebody
better than
rented-
1.
Somebody rented both, and yeah, it was a fun time.
That was,
Dude,
between that and Chameleon Twist, that was
Yes, I also really like
Lolo's
Chameleon Twist.
favorite
Wait,
N64 games.
was it? Oh, it was Chemco that made Chameleon Twist. I'm like, wait, wasn't Chameleon Twist a From Software game as well?
No.
But no, well, I was thinking of the Adventures of Cookies and Cream.
No, yeah, Atlas also published Touch Detective, which is a pretty solid adventure game on the DS.
I mean, FromSoft does have its dark horses. Ninja Blade.
Oh god.
I mean, they also published the best mech game ever developed.
Chrome Hounds?
Yes.
I mean, that's not Metal Wolf Chaos, motherfucker.
The sad thing was
Power
he
of
was
America.
he was baiting Armored Core out of that, but I know he meant Chrome Hounds.
Oh no! To be fine, I mean, I enjoy Armored Core too. It's a pretty good game, but I didn't spend nearly the hours that I did in Armored Core as I did in Chrome Hounds.
But it's not Metal Wolf Chaos, so you're wrong.
Well, it's not
I mean,
Steel
I've never
Battalion,
played
now.
No Wolf Care. No,
But
there's
Chrome
another
Hounds
mech
was
game on the
published.
Xbox One that I'd play because we had
Chrome
access
Hounds
to
was
it.
published. Armored Core was developed. And Metal Wolf Chaos was also developed by FromSoft. They
Wait.
didn't make Chrome Hounds, did they?
Yeah, they did.
I thought they only published it.
It
I'm
was
pretty
a
sure they
spiritual
did.
successor. Much like Demons or Dark Souls is a spiritual successor. It is not the same, but it is pretty much the same.
It's the same, but different.
No, well, to be fair, the difference between Armored Core and Chrome Hounds is that Chrome Hounds is a whole lot slower.
Yeah, it was developed by From. They self-published it in Japan.
Also, there's also a lot of mechanical things that are different. Chrome Hounds, such as your UI is very different in Chrome Hounds because in Armored Core you just have a crosshair on the screen. In Armored Core you have a crosshair. In Chrome Hounds you would have a video feed from the camera on your gun, and you had to aim through that.
Oh god.
Oh, God.
I would have hated Chrome Hounds then.
Also, it is, like I said, it is extremely slow.
It's their attempt to make a first-person mech game, which was interesting, and that's why I never played it. I let my brother do that playing.
I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
If we're talking first-person mech games, there's another one that we could talk about on the Xbox. Like, the original Xbox, not the Xbox One.
Steel Battalion?
Yes.
That we-
It's an amazing peripheral.
That we
Yes.
have the controller for?
Yeah.
Jesus fuck, do you?
Yes.
Yeah, I think Lolo has it somewhere at the house.
Oh my
I-
fucking god, you're gonna need to do that at some point.
It was
Lolo.
mine. It was mine, actually, but yeah.
Yeah.
Or Lolo actually has it.
Your thieving brother.
Well, more like we had the space.
They're not stolen.
Look, it's not stealing if it's from family.
To be fair, I also gave him my entire PlayStation 2 collection and PlayStation 1 collection, just I didn't want to move my my actual game.
But yeah, so when are we doing Steel Battalion, Lolo?
When I can. I mean,
You can do it. You have.
Are you gonna set up a camera
Actually, I
on your
do, because
controller?
that thing that I had for a Saturn converter also is an Xbox controller converter. But the thing is, doesn't work with it though.
Lolo, my Xbox is downstairs in the basement.
Oh, wait, and also I do have a
just
capture
grab
card.
that capture card.
Yeah.
Just do it on a TV.
Well, you've been needing games to do. You need 2 more games to do for the boss thing.
I just won the boss thing. I know Rejax took it back, but there you go.
Yeah. Well,
Original
okay. Here's the
hardware
thing.
Steel
I'd have to see. I think it might be in storage though,
Probably.
which I don't quite have access to at the moment.
Actually, I
Yeah,
saw
you got
it down.
time.
It's down there in the basement. I
Oh,
can
it
tell
is?
you that. Yeah.
Okay.
I saw it. I saw it
Okay,
before when I was staying there before I moved down to Texas. I saw it down in the basement.
Okay, I might have to take a look.
Oh my fucking god, yes.
This is
I mean, hopefully this works better than me trying to get the DDR pad to work with my computer.
Also, it says a lot about the game that you're playing that we are talking about anything else.
Yeah, kinda.
I mean, it's pretty, but it's also
Not
DoDonPachi.
really. Like the
No.
sprite work. Some of the sprite work's kind of grungy, and it's.
This kind of sucks a lot, actually.
It's not that it's bad.
It
It's
seems
Yeah,
like it
it is-
plays competently.
It is, yes, it is very much it's kind of the same issue that Batsugun had. It is technically good, but not that great.
It's the lowest common denominator of bullet hell shooters.
Because yeah, if we're gonna do that, then we might as well just move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Hey Lolo, can I have a request for my game for you to play for being the boss?
I mean, I have channels of which you can do that with the currency that you got by buying the things, because people have the points that they aren't using. By the way,
it won't be DDLC, huh?
You want to make Lolo play Doki Doki Literature Club?
Why not?
I guess I won't be here that day.
Everybody should have to. I watched.
It's just 5 minutes, but
there's a streamer, Problems IRL. I watched his, and it was just, yeah. He didn't know it was a. Well, he didn't know what it was. That we'll just leave it at that.
So let's kind of just take a look. Let's see.
I don't know. I just started playing Oath of Felghana again, so
it's good.
Oh, good game.
Yeah,
how about we put that at the top of the okay?
Yeah,
Sure.
that's fine.
84.
We are rapidly approaching the critic problem, of which we have seen we have seen so much of things that basically our standards have basically gone to the point where...
Also, yeah, hold on, probably should do something first. Where did DoDonPachi fit into this? Because it's better than DoDonPachi, so we kind of have to figure out where that was.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Done.
I saw it in the 70s.
70s? Oh, right here.
So-
Yeah, sorry, I forgot. I put a question mark after Hot Dog Storm. How about we put it right above Dota, actually?
Yeah, that's fair.
72.1. 35.
So 73.1?
2.5.
I'll just put it at that. I think Armor or Android Assault was above it, so oh well. And that was Cave, Atlas, Atlax. Atlax is not a thing. That was 1997.
If you believe.
So let's move on to a different game. And this is the last arcade game we're going to be taking a look at tonight. But I think, and there's a very specific reason why I want to take a look at that one, but that will become apparent once we're hitting the 300 shmup mark. And it is this. Because I figured we might as well take a look at some of Cave's later output. And by later, I mean 2003.
Welcome to the future. It's more DoDonPachi.
So it has that same thing where it goes to a high score, then goes to the Cave logo.
I mean, why wouldn't it? It's for arcades.
And then it's AMI published this. And this is Ketsui.
Well, that looks sufficiently brooding.
Yes.
That's anime. 2002.
Or 2003.
3.
So, yes, this is definitely a cave shooter. Let's just go ahead and start this one. Okay, so we have a choice of whether do we want linear shot or do we want way shot.
Man, way shot looks way happier to be here.
What protagonist do we want?
Linear shot's hype as hell.
We gotta
Should it be them?
Yes.
Also, there's like two. It's like, oh, you're piloting two people, but I don't think that does not matter at all.
Oh, good. We're playing a helicopter.
Okay, so this is actually very, very similar to DoDonPachi. Also, it introduces a problem that. Also, it has a problem that cave shooters have, like once the 2000s hit, which is they tried to do the things that worked with their sprite games. We're using pre-rendered sprites, and it might not work as well.
How do you mean?
It kind of gets visually jarring at some points.
I really hate that multiplier overhead. It looks real bad.
So that's some sort of weird. That actually those numbers. That's actually not our score.
That's a charge thing, isn't it?
It is actually. It is kind of like Fever SOS. It is some sort of scoring mechanic that I don't quite understand how it works.
Oh, it's scoring? Because I noticed that it was going down, so I thought that maybe you were using.
It is it's some sort of like pickup thing, kind of like the cyborgs in Danganronpa.
It looks terrible.
It does.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't look very pretty.
So the thing with this game, actually, you remember if we the episode that we did after, like the one where we looked at all the Rising games again? We took a look at those M2 shot trigger games.
Mm-hmm.
This will be the next one that they're releasing of.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Yeah, one thing I will go ahead and say about this, that I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like your hitbox is super tiny. Like it is a pixel.
It really is.
I just hate how super distracting the main shot is.
Is it?
Yeah, at least
I get more distracted by those numbers.
Well, yeah, if you're distracted, or if you have a thing with flashing things, then yes. But it's nice because the all the enemy bullets will overlay over your shot.
Yeah, no, that's good. It's distracting to me because it's constantly switching colors, and it's like my eye is drawn to that.
Yeah. Nice. Also, one other thing is that your thing where you're holding down the button is actually a homing shot, so you can focus on actually dodging.
Is there supposed to be music from this game?
Kind of. It's actually quiet. Let me.
It is super quiet.
Here.
Yeah,
Because this is the kind of the thing that, like, when we were playing like Crimson Clover, that this is the kind of bullet hell that I at least kind of like, where there's a lot of bullets on the screen, but it's not quite so jarring with. I mean, there's other ways in which it's jarring, but it's not jarring in the way that there's just way too much to comprehend. You can kind of, if you focus on your character, you can kind of zen out actually a little bit, especially with how small your hitbox is.
Well, I was thinking about the ridiculous shot, and I was thinking that it serves as a sort of indication for you to, look at where the bullets are coming from, but still know where you are, because you can see the humongous, ridiculous, two-color switching main bullet that is always straight.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
That's why you don't look away at things when you're actually trying to play a game.
See, my only biggest issue with this game is it just feels like it hasn't done anything particularly unique compared to what we just played.
It seems like a refinement, much more than an actual innovation.
Yeah.
Which kind of very much is cave style, because we will get to the point when we actually take a look at the games, but at some point so kind of speaking of Rising, actually a little bit, and kind of what their future went. So at some point they stopped making shmups. That occurred around 2000, so right around when Battle Back Raid was coming out. They made another game after that, and then they just straight up stopped making shmups. So the guy who is famous for being the developer for Battle Garaga, and also Bat Rider and Back Raid, the guy that Arcade Wiki defined as God, he actually moved on to Cave. So they're kind of the holders of what are kind of the spiritual successors of Battle Garaga in that system. And that goes in a direction that I'll just go ahead and call unfortunate.
What? Did you not like Death Smiles 2?
No, it's not like that. They made a game called so the game that they did after Battle Garaga was a game called after he went on the Cave. That actually plays very similar to Battle Garaga, but without all the rankings or all the rank dynamic difficulty stuff. There's a game called Ibarra. And that game had a spiritual successor called Pink Sweets.
What?
And that one had a spiritual successor in itself called Moochie Moochie Pork.
I'm starting to see a pattern.
Which, here's the unfortunate thing about that, about Moochie Moochie Pork. That game had the arcade tagline of it. It was, "Do you like fat chicks?"
God.
Do you?
Just to give you a glimpse of what's going to be coming and how irritated it's going to make me.
It's like hot dog splatter, but chubby chasers.
No.
Even worse, actually. Remember how I was saying that the exploitative fan service isn't going away anytime soon?
Why?
What a good times we're gonna have.
Okay, I think that's enough of Ketsui. We have stuff that we need to get to. Alright.
I think Percy died again.
Percy, come back.
Have people
blame
in
it all on me.
let's see, have people been talking in chat? Oh Jesus, yeah, I did have a whole bunch of tabs open in Chrome.
Percy, come back.
Let's see, let's see. To do. No, he's working.
Okay, it just seemed like he disappeared from what I'm using as chat thing.
Yeah, for some reason my... On 1 second. That's not the button.
I'm gonna take advantage and put away my plate.
Excuse me 1 sec while I try out why... Okay, it's just not... Okay, it just seems like the chat thing is boring. This... Give me 1 second for technical difficulties. Actually, why don't I get the music going?
So, where did it go? Good night, Joe. Wait, did everybody else leave while I was gone?
No.
What?
Oh.
No, I'm under some push. Yeah, just we're waiting to fix things.
Yeah, also closing out Asprite might also help. I don't think so. Okay, there we go.
Just have it open for company.
What do you mean? Okay, whatever. Okay, whatever. I think it's working. Is it working? It looks like it is. Or... Okay, good. Oh, good. I have two instances up, so that's gonna double.
That's weird.
Okay. Okay. Enough of that.
You sure? You sure you don't want to activate?
It seems like it is up. It is working.
5 whole Percys.
Okay.
You can never have enough Percy.
All right. So, Ketsui.
I'm taking over, boss.
I think it's better than DoDonPachi.
I guess.
That's about it.
I couldn't tell, really. It's weird because DoDonPachi is kind of like the titular, like, hey guys, have you heard about bullet hells? Let me show you this one final boss. And everybody's like, sure, buddy.
To be fair, though, that also comes later in the franchise more.
Well, yeah, but like the video everybody has saved is from DoDonPachi.
I think it's actually from a sequel.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Could have sworn it was the whole bee theme.
That is a thing throughout the entire franchise, though.
Hey.
I was gonna say, DoDonPachi 2 is literally called DoDonPachi 2 Bee Swarm.
Well,
Not the bees.
I mean, they're more like hornets, really.
Even
Wasp.
worse.
Yes, hornets are assholes. There's no biological reason for hornets to exist.
Damn.
But yes.
Just doom an entire species.
But yes, so that is actually all the arcade games we need to take a look at tonight. We have a set of 3 other games we need to take a look at.
I was about to say.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
There we go. Hopefully this isn't ear-splittingly loud.
Time to dethrone that one character from that one pantheon that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. Give it a sec. Oh, that's not it. That's it. So, this is Touhou 9.
Hello.
Phantasmagoria Flower View. It's time for more Touhou.
The
Oh.
potatoes.
Oh,
are
also it
here.
spoiled what this thing is. Okay, anyway. Oh, good, that's... Is it... Okay, good.
Are you prepared for potato?
Yes.
Competitive potato.
Competitive potato.
Did
So-
we skip a whole bunch of Touhou, or
No. So Touhou,
Well,
there's like the .5s, which all those are fighting games.
And technically
and we
speaking,
also
there's a bunch of PC-88 games.
Yeah,
that
we
came
skipped 1 through
before that
5
are
because
schmucks.
they are damn near unplayable without magic,
okay.
essentially.
okay? The number threw me off.
Yes.
Bullshit and bubblegum.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's go ahead and play a normal.
5 through 2 are shmups, but they're not like... You don't have to play them because even soon it's like, what Touhou's before this? None of those happen. None of those matter. All my promotional material is for this one.
So yes, we have a choice of 5 girls. We have Reimu. We have Marissa.
Basic bitch.
You have,
we have
you have 5
Sakuya.
right now is the problem.
Okay. We have
You
Yumu.
have
And we have Reason.
Reimu.
From what I tried of just of this game, I actually liked Reason the best. So I'm just gonna pick her.
All right.
Yes, Tyrion. 1 to 5 are the PC-88, but 1 isn't the shmup.
So I guess who we get to fight first.
Cherno and her amazing math skills.
Yes,
They just-
Cherno.
Okay, so yes, very much like other. So this is basically Twinkle Star Fights, but it's sprites, but in a Touhou setting.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Also, by the way, it's great if you're playing this in a window because nothing is actually visible because the window is like a postage stamp. So I'm actually using the OBS window to see the game a little bit better.
So you're gonna be dodging a little bit delayed.
No, actually the delay is not that bad.
Yeah, OBS
So-
is 1-to-1 pretty much.
Yeah, if I tap the button, I get this kind of thing. But if I hold down the button, I get a charge attack. Oh, actually, this isn't the character that I played because there's a character that you could get that has a sword,
That's your
Yomu.
and I thought that's the one I picked, but apparently that.
No, you picked Raisin. I don't know if it's important that you know.
Victory for life and dejected loser.
Excuse
Dead
me.
parrot.
We're playing as Yomu.
Alright.
Dead parrot.
Okay.
Good. She can
I
carry.
guess you're gonna be fighting Yuyuko. Oh, never mind. It's Mistia.
Which is weird because when I played as her first, I got Juno.
I guess it's random.
Potato is mighty.
Yes.
You didn't finish any of the Touhou games, right, that we played?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
We're not. We don't have murder.
I mean, one of the one he's doing tonight actually pretty solid.
Do you want to watch from these, or do you not care?
To be honest, I really do not care. Also, why am I...
Tell me about the deep, rich Touhou lore.
I mean, it's not that deep or rich, but sure.
Not as rich as a Japanese.
I read that as dead potato.
I mean, that's more fitting than dead parrot.
Yeah.
God, I will forever love the Touhou trumpet.
Yes. It's
That whiny ass trumpet.
I love that. I wish it could sound fun.
Tyrion is complaining that it's a little bit loud.
Well, I'm gonna have to do that this way then. One sec, once I figured out where my mouse is.
No, I believe the Circle 9 thing is older than this, actually. The joke about Cerno being an idiot is called Circle 9. Well, the plot of this game is that for whatever reason, there's too many flowers. Too many flowers everywhere. Out of season. So it's an incident.
So we've got a murder because something's clearly wrong.
Well, nobody is exactly sure what the problem is, but Reimu is doing it because it's her job. Marisa is doing it because she always wants to beat Reimu to the punch for recognition. And because she's bored. They all really do it because they're bored most of the time.
Yeah, that's what it is every fucking game.
And that's how it is.
Always their motivation is they're bored as shit, so let's make some hell.
Look, if they're not drinking, they're solving an incident because otherwise they're just sitting around doing nothing.
An
Scratching their
incident
ass.
they likely called. Gosh, excuse me.
But the idea is that because nature is out of whack, then all the fairies are rampaging because they're representative of nature. So that's the rest for the humans. So that's the motivation for Marisa most of the time, because everybody else is not exactly human, especially Raisin, who is just a lunar rabbit. She's just doing this because, well, you know.
Also, I like the fact that your health is damn near impossible to see, considering you're looking at the screen.
Yeah, that is a major problem.
Just don't get hit.
I mean, that... I'll do that.
So when you destroy a wave, that's what sends over a bullet over to your enemy?
Yeah, it's kind of like Twinkle Star Sprites, where you're actually kind of trying to watch the pattern to see when is going to be the best opportunity for get a chain of attack, like, because every time you kill an enemy, they explode. So it is how to get the biggest chain of explosions, actually, is the whole thing, rather than trying to actually, you know...
Kill.
Yes.
Okay, because I didn't see Twinkle Star Sprites.
But yes, this is very much Twinkle Star Sprites. Up to the point where you have the 5 health. Oh, hey, it's Marisa.
Yep.
God, I hate the overlapping text.
What, the BGM? Oriental Dark Knight?
No, it's the ladies get ready or whatever it is.
Ah, the loading screen. Ladies
Well, the match start screen, yeah.
Also, apparently my spell card button's not working, so that's great.
I don't see the issue.
I thought that's what you've been doing when with spell cards.
It's something like, it seems like it's whenever I get a chain big enough, or if I get, like, do it at just the right time. I don't know.
You should have 4 bombs, don't you? I don't know.
No, I think that's actually wins or something.
I mean, you're certainly doing well.
I think I'm actually gonna see. Can I do this?
This character seems fairly broken.
Yeah, she can destroy bullets without using a bomb, so that's probably it.
True.
There, I've
Well, then
given
she
myself
can-
a bigger thing.
Kill a bunch of enemies horizontally.
Let's see. It's hard to tell what they were doing originally, but let's see. Yomu was probably just sent out because of Yuyuko, and she's also the gardener of the underworld, so extra flowers is extra work. Might as well go to the source. I don't know if Raisin has any other motivation other than probably her master told her to.
Okay, so it seems like with, forgot what the name of the character is already, but it seems like her thing is that eventually at some point she gets a charge level 2, that when I get the charge level 2 off, we'll, do the bomb attack, rather than, like, doing a bomb on, like,
Command.
point, yeah.
So that's Yomu that you're using.
Okay.
That's it. What was the third? Oh yeah, Sakuya. Sakuya is probably just doing it because
She's bored.
no,
I have not
her
read any of
Vampire
this
Mistress
text.
sends her out. Her Vampire Mistress is bored.
I love how much that laziness is basically the prime motivation in Touhou.
Not even laziness, just boredom.
Well,
I mean, it fits for
considering that some of the
the
characters,
developer.
some of the characters plain old don't come back, like in main entries. That's not that strange, really.
I mean, isn't that kind of what happened with the character that he kept on forgetting so much they just called her China?
What, Hung Mei Ling? Yeah, that's essentially what happened to her. No, but even in the canon material, like the reason most of the shit happens in the manga that he writes, it's just, we're bored. And also this is happening. Here's some, you know,
Also, this is going
yokai
poorly.
knowledge.
And when you're a bunch of powerful otherworldly beings, I mean, I'm bored is enough to do a whole lot of things.
Those were your lives, not your bombs.
Yes,
You
that's
have
what I.
forced lives. I see.
And I can't even appreciate the music because just the sound effects are overpowering it so bad.
Yeah,
What?
that's annoying.
Oh,
Wow, that was
what?
a really impressive attack. That's completely easy to dodge.
It probably would have been harder if she had let it build up more.
Or if the game didn't
You're playing
pause
a
while it
normal
was going
Mark
on.
Besides, it's not really impressive. All her power is stopping time.
All her power is stopping time.
What? I mean, also throw out a bunch of, you know, knives, but I don't really know if you call that power.
Specifically.
Yes.
Yes, that is the joke that she is often associated with. I believe this is supposed to be a flower field, but yeah, it's not.
It looks like mud.
Why did
Oh,
it
hey.
start playing a Space Invader?
It was spring. For whatever reason, Lily White has that sound whenever she shows up.
Okay.
Also, Lily White is essentially like the strongest fairy. She also doesn't really talk. So she has no personality. Don't worry about it, just shoot her down.
Okay, that's what I did.
Oh my god, how is this still going?
Yeah, no.
There's a lot of characters in this duel game.
Like, I'm gonna be real honest. Actual Touhou games are pretty interesting, but this is just not.
I mean, this would like this be interesting to play, but just
Yes, this is very much a game that is more fun to play than it is to watch.
There's a netplay patch, so I'm kind of surprised that nobody was like, you know, playing against Lolo.
Yeah, my issue is it's just impossible to follow. It's just so fucking busy.
Yeah.
like I would totally probably play this on my own time. But
It's probably more fun versus, but yeah.
yeah, no, versus this.
I feel like, although I do feel that, you know, in a weird way that this is kind of a more refined version of Twinkle Star Sprites, but not by much, other than the fact that this plays a little smoother.
Yeah, that sounds right. Oh, I like the aesthetic for Twinkle Star Sprites more.
Yeah, that's fine. I would probably agree with you. There's not as many potatoes in Twinkle Star Sprites.
Yes.
It's true.
God damn it.
Just flying potatoes.
Why are there so many potatoes in the sky? It's just an incident.
You call them a potato rocket.
You know, I would love to see a Touhou game where it's just so where the plot is literally
A Touhou
potatoes.
fan. Oh no, I like a Touhou fan game where all the characters are potatoes. The faces
That's
are
what I
all-
was thinking of. But they're basically potato, but with, like, the wigs.
Yes.
So, this is how Yukuri was invented, huh?
God damn it.
What did you say?
Take it easy.
There's, for whatever reason, in the Touhou world, there's a permutation of some shitty meme from either a comic or a little ASCII art.
There was a 2chan thing, yeah, 2chan.
Yeah, it was, like, they did ASCII art, and then eventually somebody took that and decided, you know what, I like this. And they colored it, they started making flashes of it, and essentially it's just Touhou characters, but they're just disembodied heads that are actually manju buns. So, it got weird real quick, but most of the time the idea is just that they have the catchphrase, take it easy.
I think you may have hit your wall, Lola.
Yeah.
None can fight the Tengu. None.
Oh, is that what she's supposed to be?
I didn't know that Aya would be so broken. She's a Tengu.
Well, she's also probably a boss character, which is kind of...
Oh, yeah,
They've
it's actually
all been
weird.
boss characters.
No, well, you know what I like an end boss kind of thing, not just a boss.
I have advice for you, Lola.
Is it stop getting hit?
The Lolo, the unique characters from this series are Komachi and Shiki. You haven't seen them yet. This isn't the boss character.
Okay.
Which is a shame, because that just means they must be really broken in comparison.
Yeah.
No,
I believe
that's
it.
when you get paid
Okay,
through Touhou.
I am a dead parrot.
You are
Okay.
a dead parrot.
No lives counts as one life as well. Could it be that your bomb is not giving you the chain that gets sent to, you know, Aya's side?
I think. Well, she's getting hit.
Yeah, but I was
Just
wondering if
that
it
Touhou's
was.
getting hit more.
Yeah, I
No,
was
actually,
wondering if-
she's about to die. Because I always felt like Twinkle Star Sprites against the computer, or like their kind of games, it's basically just, it is more of a survival thing than an actual try and get attacks off kind of thing.
That was close.
There we go. Okay, possibly I do not care.
Well, I mean, I guess since we got this far, this is the penultimate boss.
Okay.
She's slacking off, and that's the reason that all the spirits aren't crossing the Japanese equivalent of the river Styx. And that's what's making nature go out of whack with all the flowers.
Just her being lazy as shit.
Yay!
Touhou.
I was bored, so I stopped working, making everybody else who was bored decide to start working.
Why is she shooting Fruit Loops at me?
Those are coins, because she's the river Styx lady. Get it?
Those are Fruit Loops.
One on each eye.
Those are yen.
One on each eye.
All like a nose.
Sure. I hate you.
A different color for each eye.
There's so...
For the left.
There's not
go for
3
the
eyes.
right.
What are you
Go for the third. Right up top. Can't believe you don't have a third eye.
Oh god, that's the one of those.
Well, ripping piss. Holy shit.
The true Touhou starts here.
Yeah, this is the actual penultimate boss, and this isn't, this isn't even the worst of it. Because you're just in hard mode.
Oh god. This is the worst.
Game over.
You're a dead parrot, motherfucker.
Yeah, no, you were.
Why do you give her points? No, I do not want to challenge again. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right.
You were one fight.
Oh, what did I call it last time? Oh, yeah, I know.
Lolo Tato.
No. Of. Yes, I do want to save that replay.
Why?
Spud-chan.
Just confirm it again.
I can't even use the key. There we go. Okay. That was the Phantasmagoria Flower View.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I know where to put it.
It's probably more fun versus.
The answer is you put it right above Twinkle Star Sprites.
Also,
I know that is
sorry
not
to-
going on 26.
I'm sorry to say, but I think.
Oh, actually, where did we put Imperishable? No, Imperishable. Is that better than Imperishable Night?
It's up to you to decide. Imperishable Knight is the one that had you be able to switch between 2 characters, so you had 2 shot types all the time.
You know what? I'm
I think
actually kind of.
Imperishable Night was
I
a
am
better
kind of
game.
happy about. I can put that above Twinkle Star Sprites.
Yeah, I paired for
Like, we literally discussed that as you were playing it, where it's like a slightly more competent Twinkle Star Sprite.
Whoop, that's not the right number.
Okay, yeah, I was just saying the
Oh, whoops.
Touhou sound.
Why are you writing Twinkle Star Sprites in there?
Don't worry about it. Also, I just want Phantasmagoria. I think it's the cut.
It's IA. There you go. There you go. Good. Proud of you. Yep.
I love the hot.
Oh crap! I forgot to check. Also, I forgot to check to see when this game came out.
2000 something. Is all I'm sure
2005.
Just gonna write down 2000 something.
Okay. So,
200X.
should we wait until other Touhou games, or should we just go ahead and?
You want to throw Marisa?
There's
Because let's see. Well,
Yes.
let's take a look at least at this. Okay, so apparently there's been some criticism of the way that I'm handling the best sentient playable character. Also, I am closing the hell out of that. Where is that game? Where's the window? Where'd you go?
Just get Task Manager up and do it. It's probably easier.
I got it. Okay, that game is dead. Yes. So I have Marissa from Touhou as the bottom of that. Also, I had D13 because I didn't really consider D13. D13 is the default one, right?
No, it's the second one.
Oh. Is it Null as the first one?
Yes.
But also, would Null count as a... Would it count as a sentient playable character or a spacecraft?
Do you see him drinking the fucking coffee? He's sentient.
Oh, okay.
I mean, by that logic, then Big Viper is also sentient because of all the Parodius
Parodius
games.
doesn't count.
Yeah, Parodius isn't the one we're talking about.
Besides, if we're going to do characters from Parodius, that's not the one I'd put.
Is it?
Yeah, Goemon! I agree.
It's either... No, I'd rather... It's either going to... Well, we will get to... Because... just to give you a heads up to what's coming up in February, on the Valentine's Day special, we might be finishing up Parodius.
Oh, no.
So, yes. Anyway, to the point that I was going to make, should Marissa be the one to represent Touhou?
Well, I mean, first off, you told me that you were picking the characters based on powers, not on personality, which still weirds me out because...
But because here's the thing. We already have... Well, I guess, because we already have a best protagonist supporting character, which Cherno is actually representing that one.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So yeah, should we change this to something else?
Well, who do you want to change it to?
I don't know, because I haven't really been paying attention.
Or do you just want me to list them off and then you'll vote aye or nay?
Who should be, or how about the other people in the call? Do you have any thing?
Let's play some more first.
Yeah, I would say
Okay.
play some more first.
That worked. How about this? We have 2 more Touhou games. We'll do it at the end.
Alright, since we are going to get more characters from that. But essentially, about the Touhou we just played, every character in it except for Lily White is playable. So that's a lot of characters to go through, and I don't want to.
Okay. So this is Mountain of Faith.
Yep. That potato is concerned.
So let me make sure that I have...
Aren't you proud of
there.
He knows a new expression. It's
There. Okay. Well, let's play on normal. Okay, we have a choice of Reimu or Marissa. Let's see. A carefree Mist-Shrine Maiden whose strong points are wide-range attacks. A cheerful magician whose swift and sticky fingers are no...
She steals figs, that's the point. Shut up.
So, Reimu has a homing type, a forward focus type, or a scaling type, apparently. A Yokai Buster sounds something kind of neat.
I believe it's just needles, actually.
Well, let's try that anyway. That sounds good.
Acupuncture them to death.
Okay, so this is more akin to the... Sure, I can read that.
Autumn, myriads of autumn gods. There you go. That's what it said.
Okay, so this kind of things. If also you remember from the episode where we took a look at like the remakes of like Fever SOS. This was kind of the thing, but in reverse, where you had that line in the Fever mode, where it would auto-generate things towards you. This has it in reverse. So if you are kind of feeling a little bit, bold, you can go to the top of the screen and it'll draw everything towards you.
Are you sure this is the first game that had that in Touhou?
It's the one. Well, it's the one I remember.
You gonna time it out?
Apparently. Okay, the thing I hate about these is the fact that the windows are all super tiny.
But if you saw it closer, you'd notice how everything is a pixelated thing.
Ugh.
Look, we're not here for this.
What
game's
is...
art.
Oh, what it... Even... God, this is barely readable.
Do you want me to read that for you?
Okay, if you...
Ridiculous, what insolence?
Okay, are we doing the thing where each person gets a character?
No, God, no.
No.
I was just reading that out loud because you couldn't.
Okay, so that... Okay, that's a Minoru... That's Potato, okay.
Koaki, who's,
They're all potato.
whose sister is Shizuka Aki. But, that's not really important. Come on. She's the goddess of harvest. And the other
And she's-
goddess that you fought...
She is definitely the most potato-y because she shoots out Arby's curly fries.
God damn it.
She does essentially have vegetables as weapons, that's true.
And she's the goddess of harvest. Of course, she's the most potato-y.
But her sister is the goddess of the falling leaves, of the changing colors. So, they're a weird duo.
Ah, yes, life and death.
In a sense.
Also, I really do appreciate that your shots are, like, very transparent.
Yeah.
Especially with a game that is big on flashy bullet patterns like this.
Shoot.
And yeah, the music in this one's pretty good. Though I think the next one has one of my single favorite songs out of all Touhou shit.
Scars of the... I bet. Also, so yeah, I'm using an arcade stick for this. I just now noticed that the buttons that I put in are incredibly sensitive. Also, whoops.
Why did you do that?
Why did you use incredibly sensitive buttons?
No, why did he move to where he was?
I was being greedy.
No shit.
Probably didn't realize that there was going to be a mini boss. Are you feeling lucky?
I'm feeling very focused.
And I do think this game handles the whole flashy bullet patterns thing really well.
Yeah, as time goes on, Soon does get better at handling sprites.
Not even just sprites, like the bullet patterns themselves I'm talking about. And I mean, Zun's art has technically improved.
Somebody bought him Photoshop. Yeah.
Exactly. Crisper potato.
No, not a crisper potato. That's going to be weird.
Yeah, that won't happen until Touhou 16, 17. And I'm looking forward to that.
I really like... I cannot wait for genetically modified Touhou.
Where were you in Scientist at Touhou?
This makes me want to pick up Antimony of Common Flowers more.
Grievous bodily harm!
Oh god, I forgot about that.
Scar ranking! Exclamation points are cool! Spud-chan again? So do you care about the plot for this one? I can summarize it real quick.
Sure, go for it.
A new... Something has appeared on top of a mountain and all the yokai have grown restless and active.
No, let's wait. Let's do it one more. Oh, that's a bomb button.
Whoops. But essentially, well, it's not that Autumn is weird, it's just that all the yokai have grown restless and it looks like they might, you know, be blaming the humans for whatever's going on. But additionally, Reimu is having even less people visiting the shrine than usual. And, well, Marisa's just bored. So they go investigate.
Why do I always have the feeling that sometimes... Okay, I didn't realize that my thing was over there. That, you could probably replace a Touhou plot and just change what the few characters do, and then basically make it sound like it is some sort of Kids Shin Megami Tensei spinoff.
I mean, you're not
I was seeing it more as Touhou is basically It's Always Sunny, but with yokai and gods.
Okay, which one's Danny DeVito?
You know which one is Danny DeVito in your heart of hearts.
Exactly.
I can't believe Sir knows Danny DeVito.
Exactly.
So does that make Marissa Charlie?
No, here's the bad thing about you saying that, because now I just have the phrase spell card bitches. Oh, it's stuck in my head.
The gang discovers nuclear fusion. I really want him to finish the next game because the last boss is great.
Someone just gonna make a screenshot of all the Touhou games and just replace it with a Sunny. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia title card.
Exactly.
Yes.
As I said, the next game is The Gang Discovers Nuclear Fusion.
Wait, does that make Reimu Dennis?
So Hina's thing is that she's a goddess of misfortune. She gathers misfortune, takes it away from humans. She's supposed to be a beneficial god, but
Let me guess, she gets bored and doesn't do it.
no, she's not doing anything wrong. She's just trying to defend the mountain from what appears to be an invasion of two humans.
See?
Like, the mountain has a bunch of gods on it.
Like, chat's
It's just
backing
not-
me up. It's basically It's Always Sunny, both yokai and gods.
Okay, I think that's good.
But when do we pay the troll toll to get into the boy soul?
God damn it.
Anyway, what happens in this one, I'm gonna summarize it because otherwise the next game won't make a lot of sense when we get a new character. You find out that the thing that landed on the mountain was another shrine with a couple of gods that weren't native to Gensokyo or whatever. They moved here because they were losing faith and were at risk of fading away forever. You don't know this until you beat them, but essentially, you go and beat them, and then it turns out you didn't need to, because they weren't doing anything, really. Like, they were
They're
peacefully
never doing
coexisting with the
anything.
mountain.
So basically, when are we gonna get ActRaiser, but in a Touhou setting?
What's great is the next game actually
I
has a
love
villain
that.
who wants to do something with their power.
Yeah, so what happens in this one is that the other Shrine Maiden has a shrine, the other shrine has a Shrine Maiden, and this Shrine Maiden is like, why aren't you doing things, or why are you here exterminating yokai when we just moved in, or why is another Shinto priest fucking starting shit with another Shinto priest? And that's essentially her main motivation, is that I'm so much better than you, I'm a half goddess, I can do miracles, I should be the main character.
So I don't know if I feel like I kind of feel like I liked Imperishable Night a little bit better than that, or than Mountain of Flower.
I can understand that.
Yeah, I can understand.
I already forgot what the name of the game was. Mountain of
It's
something.
Mountain of Faith.
Okay, Mountain of
I
Faith.
think.
Okay, so let's see.
2007.
Do we want to say I don't think that.
I think it's better than Nine-Hander.
I would say it's. I should probably say it's a little worse because I think Einhander is a little bit more playable. There's something about that one that seemed a little bit harder than normal.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's just me.
It might just be you, but I'm at least looking forward to the next one.
I think this was the first time you used Reimu, though, wasn't it? Like, you'd been using Marisa the previous times that she was
No, I think
available.
I've been using someone different each time, though.
He has, yeah.
Yeah, I
We're
think
close to.
I think it's just this was the first time that you ended up using Reimu.
Well, also, to be fair,
Yeah.
there's two choices in that.
Also, the other great thing is that the big boss of the next game, literally her entire thing is she ate Yatagarasu and now she has the power of nuclear fusion.
Oh god, no.
The real problem isn't that. The real problem is, remember those people that weren't doing anything in this game?
Yeah. 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 Literally, she's like one of the very few Touhou villains who actually wants to do something with what they've got.
Oh.
And now
Okay,
hey,
so...
I'm here 'cause I'm
Oh, Jesus, that's loud.
Also, I really like
That's
the
a bit
final boss
loud.
theme in this game.
Yeah, it did not save my settings.
You might need to lower the sound effects also.
Yeah, I think I might need to lower it lower than
Bump
what
up
I
the
had.
music and decrease the sound effects.
I think that's what's
we'll leave it at
happening
that.
right now, so that's good.
Okay. Anyway. Oh. Yeah, this is Subterranean Animism.
Yeah.
I do not
love
like
the
this
trend
title
of the
screen
names
at
not
all.
making-
This is
Oh,
really...
it's terrible.
Eastern Earth Spirit Palace. Subterranean Animism. Also, I forgot how to draw again.
As if he ever knew.
Okay, so we have Fairy
Yeah.
class, Kappa class, Tengu class, and Oni God class.
You are not
You can
enough.
see the actual difficulties in the background.
Okay, so much like the last game, we only have a choice between Reimu and Marisa. However, if I remember correctly, you also get... It's kind of like Imperishable Knight in a way, if I remember correct. So since we did...
Yes, you have 3 sub-weapons, and the sub-weapons are essentially given to you by
So
other
since we
characters.
played Reimu the last time, let's play as Marisa this one.
Oh, that's
So
a
we-
shame. Reimu has one of the characters that doesn't show up in a shmup, but showed up in the fighting game.
Yes, but this character, she has Nidori, which is the only one that I know. Because I remember
Nidori
Raukau
was
playing
from
through
the
that
previous
one
game.
adventure game.
Oh, what, you don't want to be Patchouli?
Let's see. No, No, that looks complicated.
Stand system! Stand system!
They concentrated during normal attack, spread out fire during for. Let's just try. Yeah, let's do Nidori.
Can't believe you don't want Patchouli.
So, okay, let me just explain the characters that we haven't met, I guess. Nitori is just a Kappa in the Mountain of Faith. She lives in the river, likes cucumbers, even though that's not important, but the entire point of her being there is that she's also, like most of the Tengu and the goddesses there, just defending the mountain from an apparent invader.
Why do you keep getting so
I
greedy?
didn't realize that there was someone gonna spawn there.
And Nitori wants to befriend the humans, though. Like, that's the main different thing between her and every other character you meet in Mountain of Faith that is a yokai.
Also, she is the star of Fantasy Explorer Nidoroid, which is one of the only Touhou fan games I know of.
Alright. They recently are apparently starting to release Dojin games, more fan games on Steam, and one of them is a WarioWare game that has Nitori in it also.
What
If we're gonna be topical
you
instead. Everybody loves Wario.
This is the weirdest timeline.
I mean, well, I think one of the times I should just need to do a stream of just nothing but Touhou fan games. This just show all of the weird fan game things there are, because they're always based on a really obscure-ass game.
Are you sure you want to do that?
No, there's Touhou Live. There's Touhou Live. There's at least
Yeah, Touhou Live is great. Touhou Mother and Touhou Mother sequel Roku are great, but there's also...
Okay, you are literally a potato.
Behold the actual potato.
She's supposed
That
to
is
be
not a spider.
That is a potato.
Spider, and that dress is supposed to evoke, you know, the spider thorax or whatever.
It evokes a potato.
yeah, that's a potato dress.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
Loco, but she's a fucking potato.
I mean, you're not wrong, but also you're terribly wrong.
Look, we have to wait till we get some actually good artists.
That's not gonna happen in the main series, and you know this. You're just threatening
That's
me
true.
now. Also, I think that at this point, actually, a spin-off that did have a different artist already came out that had Cerno as the main character.
Oh, hey. Oh, okay.
I think Fairy Wars was already out by this point.
That's a
Yeah, 'cause-
strategy RPG, right?
No, it's a shmup. It's actually by Soon. Like, developed by Soon, but with artwork not by him. It's the only game like it, but it's not a main series game, so it's still following the spin-offs are not drawn by Soon
Okay.
logic.
Did Notori that sprite just not show up, or is that?
She doesn't have a sprite yet, I guess.
Their sprites don't really show up, if I recall correctly. Essentially, what's happening here is that Marisa and Reimu go underground, and Reimu, using the yin-yang orb, essentially communicates with either Yukari, Ibuki Suika, which was the fighting exclusive character, or I think Remilia Scarlet. And Marisa instead gets the choice of the characters that you saw, but she is also using either a doll, a radio transceiver to talk with Nitori, or I think just a shitty crystal to talk to Batsugun. You're essentially communicating with them via radio. If they say anything, I don't know if their sprites show up.
That's a really cool pattern.
Yeah, it's actually following you. It's not that the pattern is cool, it's that it's the homing. It's the homing pattern.
That's what I mean.
If you were more skilled, you could probably draw like, fuck you, Touhou.
You could draw a dick butt.
You could draw a dick butt. It's true.
I could draw
Please.
a potato.
You say that like it's hard.
I know, just look at Zune.
What?
Okay, Fairy Wars wasn't out yet.
What are you?
What is this?
She is a bridge.
Parsi.
She is essentially a troll that asks for a toll.
Ah,
He
we
protects-
need to pay the troll toll.
She protects the bridge to the underworld, the old underworld.
We found it. We found the Danny DeVito.
She's also essentially an embodiment of jealousy. That's
Give
her
me a
other
sec.
shtick. Are you trying to think of whether or not she should be Spot-chan again?
I'm thinking of something.
Potatan? Get it because it's got tan. What the fuck? Eh? Does it fit? I don't think it fits.
Oh god, it starts at the beginning of the stage. Oh god, damn, it's drawing. Yeah, I don't think we'll be finishing this.
I don't think you'll be finishing any Touhou.
God,
Unless you go down to easy.
Is this a game that if I click... Yes, if I pick easy mode, does it give me an ending?
They all give you endings, even if you pick easy.
Okay, so it's not like it takes away a stage?
No, it won't. Hell, I think one of the more modern Touhou games, actually, the only way to get the good ending is if you die. Believe it or not.
I guess you get punished for a 1cc.
I mean, you don't. The character's plot does.
That's what I mean.
Well, yeah, but I mean, what do you care? You're not Marisa, Reimu, Banana, or Pudding.
Okay, but what about potato?
Potato was not an option.
All of the options are potato.
Damn, I'm trying to draw stuff for this.
Are you gonna time out the spell card?
I mean, this is one of those that is hard not to time out. Yeah, there's a handful that will just not give you a final stage if you don't play on the right difficulty.
They might not unlock the extra chapter, the extra stage, but fucking who cares about the extra stage? It's an option in the menu and you don't even have to choose it. I mean, sure, usually it explains a lot about the plot if you do it, but fucking, I'm here. I can explain the plot to you. Shut up.
Oop.
Just run right into it.
Wait, so I take it that's start from the beginning?
I think that's essentially. I wanted to do a 1cc. Wah.
Okay. That I think that's good.
I can't believe you suck so bad. You didn't even play on easy.
That's probably the better of. They had some neat kind of effects things, so I'd call it at least a little, if not, I'd probably say it's around Imperishable Night, either above or below.
Yeah,
Where
it's
do you
just a
wanna put
shame you honestly didn't try it on easy. I know it sounds stupid, but yeah.
Well, maybe I'll do that later.
Yeah, the Touhou games are weird in that they definitely reward memorization, and there's no way that you can, benefit from memorization on your first go ever.
Mm-hmm. No, that said, because they're so heavily pattern-based, it means they're pretty
when did this come out again? Was it 2010? Or after?
This is 2008, I think.
Oh, okay, then Fairy Wars wasn't out yet. Whoops. But Double Spoiler was... probably. Let me check.
Shut up.
No, it was not either.
So, do we want to put this above or below Imperishable Night?
I'd put it above Imperishable Night, personally.
Above, yeah.
Okay. That is Subterranean. Okay, Subterranean.
Hell, it doesn't even punish you for dying like Imperishable Night does.
No, it's 2010.
What? What's it?
No, 2008.
Oh, 2008. Okay. 2008. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, we ended up ranking 8 games tonight.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I realized what game we skipped. Whoops. Even I forgot about it. Oh well.
Which
There's
one
a
did
good
we
reason for
skip?
that.
What? You don't like shooting the bullet? Remember that character that was killing you a lot in Phantasmagoria Flower View?
Yes.
She and another Tengu that essentially only exists and shoot the bullet got a game that you essentially go up against all of the other Touhou characters and you try to take pictures of their bullet patterns.
Oh, so it's Pokemon Snap?
It's kind of like Pokemon Snap, except the Pokemon are trying to kill you, and you need to take shots of their attempts at killing you without getting killed. Yes, it's like Pokemon Snap. I guess it's like the Mew stage, but you don't have any stink balls. Nobody remembers Mew.
Maybe there's a reason for that.
I can't believe Mew's dead.
Here we go.
Yes, you can.
2004. Let's see, 214 games.
Wait, did we do 3 games, or did we only do 2 more Touhou games?
No, we did 3.
Okay, there was...
Because we did Subterranean, Animism, we did Phantasmagoria.
Right, Mountain of Faith, and then Subterranean. Right.
Yes.
We did 3. We will never shoot the bullet.
Also,
even though
I'm kind of curious about something.
What's up?
Here. Oh, it's not in here. So I got... Well, I do technical stuff because we need to update these. Actually. Also, since we're probably going to we need to figure out the Pantheon issue. Why don't I get some music going up?
Oh no, oh shit, I'm gonna run myself ragged, aren't I?
Fuck.
Okay, hold on. Let me make
Our debate starts now.
Let me make a fucking notepad so I can remember what characters we've seen. Oh, holy shit.
Loco cracks open his giant tome of Touhou lore. You can hear the leather creak as he opens it.
I hate myself a little bit.
Well, I update these damn pivot charts.
Fuck you. I saw that one at the end, you son of a bitch.
What do you mean?
Sorry. Don't worry
I was gonna say, what'd you think I did?
I hate this song. I love this song, but I hate this song.
So the funny thing about this is actually, so the Black Knight has a voice. You know what else that the guy who did the voice of the Black Knight did?
What?
He's a Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 announcer.
Jesus Christ. I can't believe he peaked at the Black Knight.
Oh, I'm dying, squirrel.
Oh good, they didn't change at all. I think. Okay.
Again, we're only going by the ones that you've seen, correct?
Or
are we going from all of the ones available in the games you've seen?
Ones that we have done so far.
Yeah, but are we counting unlockable characters that you didn't unlock from them?
No.
Okay. That shortens the list significantly. I mean, not that I would have any reason to want that. You know.
So yes, Team Shanghai Alice is still the 3rd best developer.
Who could have seen this coming?
But now Cave is actually starting to creep up because I can't remember if I don't think they were up there last time.
No.
Also, Compile is also getting up there apparently.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I have a list of just the characters we've seen, not including the unlockable characters from Phantasmagoria Flower View. I am ready to talk about them.
Okay.
I hate myself though. So, should we?
I mean, you're the one who brought up the thing on the Pantheon.
Alright, I guess I'm fucking... I made my bed, I'll lie in it. So Reimu. What we know about Reimu is essentially she is the main character by default. Her main role is to take care of Gintoki. She is a prodigy. Essentially, anything she tries, she can do well at. And that's her main power. But her power, as specified by the entire thing, is the ability to maintain the border of between the world of fantasy that is Gensokyo and the actual world we live in.
Can you pause for a second? I need to do something real quick.
Okay.
Or actually, you know what? You can continue talking.
Alright, I'll continue then. After Reimu, are you just gonna put something that makes me look like an idiot because I'm fine with that?
Don't worry about it, just keep going.
Alright, so Marisa Kirisame, despite insisting that she is an ordinary human magician, is essentially a kleptomaniac that does not only steal physical things from people, claiming that she's borrowing them until she dies, she is also the sort of person that steals spells and patterns to the extent that most of her repertoire in the Windows era is stuff that she took from characters in the PC-88 era. Like Master Spark is God damn you. Master Spark is originally belonging to another character called Yuka, who I think you met briefly in Phantasmagoria Flower View. But yes, that is essentially her motif, is stealing shit. And that also includes wanting to steal the credit of being the hero of any of the incidents. So Marisa's role whenever she goes out and does anything in the games is trying to beat Reimu to the punch.
Yep.
Jeez. Her power is just fucking, her mini Hakero is able to spew a Master Spark, and that's essentially her whole shtick, other than stealing shit. Sakuya Isayoi is the maid of the mansion of the vampire in the first game you played, in Eastern, etc., etc. She has the power to stop time, and she has a lot of knives. She also has the ability to warp space, but other than changing the layout of the mansion, she doesn't really seem to use it all that much, as far as anybody else can tell. Yomu Konpaku, the sword-wielding half-ghost that you liked in Phantasmagoria View by virtue of being able to, cut bullets, owns two swords, one of which can cut anything, and the other one, which supposedly is just a regular, but rather good sword. Like, one of them can cut anything spiritual, the other one can cut anything physical. But, that's essentially her thing. Her other thing is being able to use them really quickly. She can essentially cut a large number of distance. Like, one of her cards is even named after being able to cut 99 Yoyana in a single flash. And I don't know what measure of distance Yoyana is, but supposedly 99 of them is quite a distance. So that's her shtick. Also, she's the gardener of the underworld. I don't know if that matters, but now you know it. Hooray. Clap, clap. Yukari Akumo is the Gap yokai that essentially created the world of fantasy that everybody is in. She's mysterious and aloof, and her power is just being able to manipulate gaps, which is kind of broken because apparently that includes gaps in physical things and gaps in spiritual things, like the gap between right and wrong, the gap between, smart and dumb, fucking just anything. She's broken. Okay. Everybody hates her. Reimu hates her, but essentially she always does what Yukari wants. Alice Margatroyd is a puppeteer. She is the second character that you can play as in that one other game for Marisa's partner. She uses dolls. Most of them kamikaze. Some of them just wield lances, and that's her entire shtick, is being a puppeteer. She's from the PC-88 games, but she's completely different in this game, much like Marisa is. Remilia Scarlet is just a goddamn vampire. There's not really a whole lot to say about her other than she's a goddamn vampire.
Okay.
Yuyuko Saigoji is a ghost that is normally supposed to be buried underneath a gigantic cherry tree that is kind of petrified, kind of dead in the underworld. She has the ability to beckon you to death with her butterflies, but other than being Yomu's boss, she doesn't really do anything. She's best friends with Yukari, and that's about it for her and powers-wise. Razor Dodongi Nidaba, that weirdly eared bunny that you had as a fifth playable character in Phantasmagoria Flower View, other than shooting suppository-shaped bullets, has the ability to look at a person's eyes and manipulate what they see and perceive, like their senses, just by looking at them.
Are they supposed to be suppositories?
They're not, but everybody jokes about them because they're pure white bullets. They're probably meant to evoke blanks, you know, from somebody that maybe doesn't know anything about guns soon. But they're just bullets, and it doesn't really matter. She's a lunar rabbit. Supposedly they're incredibly militaristic up there on the moon, but she's a runaway, so she doesn't really like that sort of life, but her powers are meant to evoke, oh, she's supposed to be a soldier, so bullets.
Okay.
But she's supposed to be a nice soldier, so blank bullets. And unfortunately, Soon was like, oh, those look like suppositories, right? There you go. But yeah, her ability is just being able to look you in the eyes and make you go nuts momentarily. Those are the playable characters you've seen. That's not counting all the unlockable characters that are... I'm going to count them just real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 other playable characters you didn't see in Phantasmagoria Flower View. So, yeah. Just pick from the other ones.
Okay.
What? Are
So...
we done?
Yes!
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Sorry, my eyes glazed over and I lost track of where I was.
So I kind of like the sound of the sword person that I played as. I forgot what they named because you mentioned about 10 names.
Yomu Konpaku.
Okay, I liked her because it's weird that, oh, she's a sword person, but also the Gardener of Hell, apparently.
The underworld is more like Hades than hell? Yes.
I don't know, I quite like Marissa. Just because I enjoy a character who does nothing but steal shit and be a terrible person.
So basically what you're saying is that this was entirely a pointless exercise. Being fitting of a Touhou thing, to be honest.
No, you know that you have to do that now, because we basically...
It's perfect and fitting and beautiful.
It's the only way to end this episode on Touhou is to do the exact thing a Touhou would do.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Not a goddamn.
And so today is peaceful against Tokyo once more.
Okay. I'm gonna need a moment.
High five, Torpid.
I'm here to help.
Just give me 1 sec.
The gang ghost against Tokyo.
Yeah.
What? Oh, apparently, hold on. I apparently use that as a thing name. Put that right here.
I'm here to help.
You know you have to make that entire speech episode a stream highlight now, right?
Sure.
Well, why did I do to the service?
Okay, so to tomorrow, I will be starting back doing something that I did way back when I first started streaming. Which was also basically doing ROM pets. No, we're not doing that again. We already tried that again.
So what is tomorrow?
But I'm going back and starting to do ROM pets again. So basically just random games.
Oh God.
But two of them.
Porn?
No porn. Damn. Also, what did you do?
You know he did.
1 sec.
Let me post me the image. I need to see it. I don't have the chat open. Fuck you.
You'll see it in a sec.
I mean, God damn it!
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to be doing random games tomorrow, except two of them I have already picked out. But basically, what it will be is doing random, basically games. I will put up a poll before we do this, and people will vote to pick which one of like 4 games I will play for a 30-minute chunk, and then just keep on going for a few hours. But 2 of them are already picked out. One because I think it's Bokolol, I think is how you pronounce it, spent some points and requested that I play James Pond 3 Operation Starfish for the Genesis, so that will be one of the games. But the main game, and the one I'll be doing first, is a game called RoS, which is an arcade game by Taito from, like, I think it's 1988, which is a really neat game, and there's a...
one?
It is a car one.
Did you see Slow Beef do it recently? Is that it?
Oh, did he actually do that recently?
Yeah, he did it relatively recently, like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay. I did not realize that. The one that's kind of Pac-Man-ish?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Huh. I didn't realize he did that. But yes, I will be doing that. There's a really good article that someone by the name of going by, I know she goes on by Zero Chan on Twitter, but I think she's gone on by a few other things. But yeah, she wrote up a really good...
in the stream with him.
That sounds about right. But yeah, she wrote a really good article about it, detailing how this would normally be just another one of Taito's mini arcade games. There's a lot of weird little tiny details to it that make it kind of something that you kind of need to see.
It's also great because when she got really into it, there was no real documentation about it, so she had to figure out pretty much everything for herself.
Oh, she had someone go through the MAME code. Like someone went through the source code in MAME to figure out various secrets.
But I mean, like, initially.
Yeah. There's a lot of really weird background details in that game, which I will talk about tomorrow.
Oh, my throat.
Good night,
This
stream.
is what you get
Blame
for explaining
yourself or
Touhou
God.
lore.
No, blame yourself or God.
Or me, you can blame me.
Good night, stream. By the way, that oddly enough did not go as long as the Hydra rant. That only went about half as long.
Hydra, come on. I mean, if I had added all the other 11 characters, surely I would still be here. Dead.
Good night.